So I'm going to log in. I'm going to arrive at Prosperity. We're going to use nearby chat. Then we're going to teleport to a location, and we're going to look at using landmarks and also looking at getting the coordinates such as from a house at a specific location in an area. So to log in, I'm clicking my Second Life viewer icon on my desktop taskbar, and you may have it someplace else. And I notice several things have happened, and now the Second Life viewer is launching full screen. And I enter my login username, password, and start at location at the bottom of the viewer. I've logged in before, so I'm going to leave my username and my password, but I'm going to type Prosperity to enter at the beginning point in the reception area. I click Login. I see I'm logging in. The world's initializing. Several things are happening. We're connecting to the region. The world is loading. And here we are. We've arrived at Prosperity. Now, if I didn't have any of these boxes open before, I'll just show you where they're located. I'm going to use the walk, run, fly box located on the, I click the button at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to use that to walk around and fly. I'm going to use the chat button on the bottom to open up a conversations window or box. And I'm going to make sure I have nearby chat selected, because I want to be able to chat with people that I'm close to, or if I encounter some folks singly or in groups. So I make sure I have nearby chat, which means it's highlighted in green rather than orange or something else. So now my first task is to find the Tibetan area in Second Life. We want to go to the Tibetan area. Now, if I've set a landmark for the Tibetan area before, if I've been there previously, I can go Me, Places, to bring up my landmarks, and if I have a Tibetan landmark, which I do, I would either double click twice on that landmark to get it to take me there, or I could click Teleport, the button that's down on the bottom here. And doing those two, either of those two things, double clicking a landmark or clicking Teleport, will now take me directly to that location. If you don't have a landmark, then we'll have to find the teleport that's nearby and use the teleport. Now, I see the teleport actually here from this location, and let's see if we can move to the teleport just from this spot. When I put my cursor on it, it looks like a little chair, so I'm going to click on it, and yes, that's possible. So we're now sitting in the teleporter, and we have the teleporter menu come up with the buttons that enable us to go to different locations. So I'm going to click Tibetan, and I'm going to step away from the teleporter. And if you don't have a landmark here at this point, it's probably a good idea to create one so that you can come directly here in the future to this spot or to some other spot. Let's put one in this spot for now, and to do that we will click the green star which adds to our landmarks, and it adds the place right where we're standing. And what we want to make sure is we put some text, associate some text with this landmark. So we're going to type in the title, we're going to click that box and add some text here. I'm going to say just a shorthand Tib for Tibetan and Tele for transport. So I know that's where the teleporter is in the Tibetan area. I'll just close that box for now. So let's just find a location in here to demonstrate getting the coordinates of a location, getting the SLurl, getting the landmark, and we'll just pick a spot here, maybe near one of these homes. Come up between the trees, and let's say we want to landmark this location. Then again we do the same as we did before. We click the green star and we create a landmark. Let's just say Tibetan land LDM landmark, arbitrarily, and we'll save that. Now if this was some distance away from the teleport and we wanted to get back to it, what we can do is highlight the Prosperity teleport landmark, the Tibetan landmark we just made, and we can either quickly click twice on that, double click it, or click teleport at the bottom. So let's quick click this twice, and you see we go back to the teleport location landmark that we just set. If we want to go back to the other landmark, we'll select it, and let's try teleport down at the bottom this time. Have a little bit of variety. We'll click the teleport button, and it takes us to the location where we have just set the Tibetan teleport. Now if we want to copy the landmark information or the SLurl for this location and send it to someone, maybe in an email, or even use it in our web browser, to get the SLurl, remember, we click once on the bar at the top, it turns green, and that is, now it's changed to HTTP something. That's the SLurl, the Second Life URL. And we can copy that by clicking with the right mouse button and then copy. And now it's on our clipboard on our computer. So if we want to paste that into a document, I'll open up a document here, Notepad. I'll click on the document to make sure the cursor's flashing, and then I'll use the Control key. I'll hold that down and press V, and it pastes the Second Life URL. So you could send this in an email, or you could paste it into a web browser and come to this location via your web browser.